Well, that is Gaby Ntata for you with Binene, Ebitangazibwa Binene. Whatever that the Lord is preparing for you is bigger and bigger and bigger. And whatever your plans are, God is having much more than you even think of. All right, that is Gaby Ntata for you here on the African Exclusive. We always bring you that great, nice music around this good evening. At the time like this, at the hour of 5 p.m., we are always here with Gaby Gray, brother from another mother, and I, Nakanwaji Patricia Nax.
Say my name again.
Right there, Gaby Gray.
Say my name again.
Gaby Gray.
What do you want for Christmas?
Oh my God, we are in Christmas already.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, come December, you need a gift from Gaby.
You know, as I wrote on my list.
Because I love the way you pronounce my name.
Okay.
Say my name again.
Gaby Gray.
Your name, please.
Gaby Gray.
Oh, wow.
But now, I'm getting myself a car for Christmas. Gaby.
Hey,
Gaby. He's going to give me a car. Yes. Right there, we have MTN on board as our proud sponsor. If you need some minutes, if you need some data, MTN is there to cater for everything.
Yeah.
Just dial *165# and buy it on your Momo, on your MTN mobile money. Right there with Pepsi also not letting us sip any less. We need to sip more and more and also thirst for more each
as
day
you sip more, you continue thirsting for more.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I had a debate with a friend at home, and we were making a comparison.
Yeah.
I was holding a Pepsi, the one of 1.5.
Okay.
And they were holding, you know, the other brand that looks like Pepsi. And guess what? We're like, this is the real sweetness, and this is the underrated sweetness. When you sip on a Pepsi, there's no way you feel like there are too much sugars.
There is no way. By the way,
when you swallow, you get. But the other one,
you even take and even
you have to
water.
put another 1 liter
no way.
of water. You get. But a Pepsi, man, it's just that special that you just need to take a sip and be like, oh man, let me just add myself another one. And that's why you see, even to someone that has diabetes, they normally sip an original Pepsi and they don't find any problem.
No issues with that.
But they still even go for a Pepsi Zero.
Right there, that is all that we have for you, Gaby Gray. CBN
Campus Box Night was a wonderful evening like no other. You know, it all started at 4 p.m.
Okay.
4 p.m. was the opening time. Was you know, the gates were already opened by 2. Because at UCF they held a service.
Early morning,
anyway.
For service.
Early morning
and
for service.
And close until CBN
as you know,
done.
Community university fellowship. Oh, the university community fellowship. That is UCF. Yeah, that is down in Chikoni. Yeah, but you know that is it's led by the Pastor Micah. I think it's Pastor Micah, if I'm not mistaken. Job, am I right?
He will tell you.
Anyways, this event was you know, organized by UCF and the Soul Priest Band.
Yes.
The Soul Priest Band, you know, is a wonderful group of youth that are creative, that are talented, and most of them come from Glory of Christ Church. Most of them.
Yes.
And it comprises of different, you know, talented instrumentalists that come from different churches, but most of them come from the Glory of Christ Church. And I want to big up to Kenny, the team lead of the Soul Priest Band.
The drummer?
The drummer, yes. Who also happens to have a good voice.
Oh,
you know?
That's what I really liked about it. There is some special thing if you're playing an instrument and also singing. It is a special grace of you playing on the right notes and singing.
That's why we tell artists, man, don't boast about your talent if you cannot play any instrument. Try and learn.
Just don't.
The doors are open for learning. Like you can literally learn an instrument in your church. I don't think pastor or bishop or any man of God or woman of God can hinder you from learning an instrument.
That's if you even fellowship. If you don't fellowship, then forget about that.
We forget about it.
Forget about it.
Anyways, the Campus Box Night always happens every after 2 months. Every after 2 months, because we always target the campuses, the students at universities, and that's the intention of this wonderful event, because we want to make them learn learn and know about Christ and his ways and how to live a Christ-like life and be an example in your campuses to your fellow youths. And that's the entire intention about
and then
the
right
Campus
there,
Box Night.
I was really happy when I saw people turning to Christ.
Well, two people, were they two? Yeah,
there were two. A gentleman and a young lady.
They gave their lives to Christ. And guess what? All this event, the intentionality of the event is having someone who will accept Jesus, having someone preach to, and then through the event they get to confess Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior. You know, well, that gentleman you see on camera, or rather on your screen right there, he goes by the names of Noel Banda. Noel Banda is a lead singer as well in the Soul Priest band. Yes, and also is an instrumentalist, multi-talented. Of course, that lady is a lead backup from Soul Priest band.
I happened to sit with her.
Yeah. So Noel Banda also was the guy that has the vision, or is the vision bearer for the Campus Box Night. So him and the entire group of Soul Priest band and then the UCF administration came together and shared and made us love this. At the end of the day, we are celebrating the Campus Box Night. Now, like you can see, the lights and the environment all looking nice because all this was put together. I'm forgetting this lady's name, Sarah Malay.
The poet.
Sarah Malay. She's a poet.
Right there, she was saying, the church is a taxi.
Taxi.
That's
why you see, Job, we need to host this lady one time to give us that poem. I believe it will bless so many people. Let's plan on a day and host her on the African Exclusive. Yes, but for this wonderful event that happened yesterday, the CBN, the Campus Box Night, I personally, I'm the host of the Campus Box Night.
He was so the host. So let me talk about that. Gaby, great brother from another mother. Let me say it one more time.
Yes, please.
Gaby, great brother from another mother. Together with
Joanne
Asimwe, were the hosts of the Campus Night. And it was really that nice. That is Titus Kutesa right there performing. And the vibe that was in the room when he was he had not even started yet to perform, but people were already singing, and by the time he started, the vibe was really up.
Well, it was also intentional to have artists like Titus Kutesa and Jalid music, talk of who else, Salah Marley, talk about David Atwa, talk about which other artists, Bonique, who also ministered on that day, talk about Vancy himself and the Wellspring band or worship or choir, and all these groups of different youths that came together on the Campus Box Night to showcase their talents, to showcase their creativity. And this is all intended to youths showing their creativity and giving the best of what they got that they are talented in. And that's the entire intention about the Box Night, which is the Campus Box Night. Well, the wonderful experience that happened in the very first time as we started this wonderful event at 4 p.m. Rather, it was exactly at 5, I guess. Yes, when we really kicked off. Yeah, 4:30?
Yeah, around 4:30.
How about you? We had everything well organized and for the people to turn up and enjoy.
The
ushers that gave us the hugs and welcoming us. Well, all ushers need to learn from others. When you walk into a place like that and you're an usher at your church or back at your church, you ought to learn such manners. Hey, welcoming, and all that. And guess what? Some of the things that highlighted this event is the nursery rhymes and the Sunday school rhymes that we did in the very first opening.
Was when Gaby didn't come to me to ask me for the rhyme, whichever I was thinking of. I was thinking of a rhyme and I would hear someone sing it. Fe tuli embateto tetumanyi kubala. Then also Chaka and Chillman. It was really nice. These guys showed all the creativity. Nursery rhymes in our senior nursery schools.
Everyone can sing. But only that some don't take it as their talent or what. But you need to embrace all that you got. At least sing in your church. You know? Hey, you might not, want to be a mainstream artist, but there's a way you can minister in your church with your voice. Even in your home. Hey, you teach your fellows or your kids, all that.
Well, talking about welcoming, there was a guy who was called Douglas. Douglas came welcoming each person and knowing their name. And he was tasking us, he just came to me and told me, hello, how are you? My name is Douglas. Who is your neighbor? I knew the neighbor. Then he took it to a difficult step.
Okay.
What is his birth date?
Oh.
That's where I moved
off. Well, beautiful people, I know, dear viewer, you still want to enjoy with us on the African Exclusive, and that's what we are going to do definitely. I want to dive into that, but we are saying bye for now. We'll see you tomorrow, but we want to leave you with Campus Box Night footage so you can see what transpired over there. It's going to come through after the break. You will not see us today. We just want to say thank you so much for being part of the African Exclusive. I remain Gaby, great brother from another mother.
Together with Patricia Nuts.
Yes, and we've been brought to you by MTN. Together we're unstoppable alongside
Pepsi.
Yeah, that's why we did some blue and, just like Pepsi colors. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Catch you tomorrow for the Listening Tuesday. We're going to have amazing guests turning up on the Listening Tuesday. Thank you so much. Catch you tomorrow. But after the break, enjoy the campus night, how it went down.